my training, but today was a hard day for me. So I have been having some reoccurring symptoms from last year that we thought it was due to blood circulation, and it seems like it's not. So I went to the doctor to see what's going on, and it looks like it's something else. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday and it is a check-in day. So I am going to take my pictures for my posing and then check in with my coach. And I will wait for the feedback to see if there's any changes coming up for this week. And this is kind of how I get ready. Here are my shoes, my suit. I have my selfie stick right there. Set it up, and then I will get my weight, my measurements, go on the app, and then put all the information, my measurements, my weight, my macronutrients, and then an update on this week, like what happened during the week, any changes, any challenges, anything that's going on that I feel that we need to share that has to do with the feedback, right? Whatever is important for me to share with coach. And then we'll wait for the feedback and we'll see if there's any changes to be made for this week or if we keep everything the same. Story time. Así se dice, ¿verdad? ¿Se le dicen ustedes? So, fui al doctor. I went to the doctor. I think it was last week. And I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. And so I had already talked to you guys since last year, if you've been following me, that I've had some symptoms. They thought it was due to my circulation. And so I went, through going to a vein specialist. Things got better with compression socks. Then again, I started getting some symptoms. So obviously the first thing that, your PCP will do is get some lab work, see if there's any abnormalities, and then there it was. So now I am working on, getting the treatment that I need, what exactly I need to do. So that is what has been going on. And these are my protein pancakes, by the way. I'm getting ready to go to work. I'm waiting on my husband to do my coffee, and we'll do our morning coffee chat, and then I get ready to go to work. But I am trying to figure out all this that's going on. And then yesterday my mom had her heart monitor procedure done. If you guys remember last year when I had my show, I had to leave to Virginia, where my mom is from, in emergency because she had a stroke. And so obviously after therapy and all these things that happen afterwards, you continue to follow with your primary physician. And so they decided to put a heart monitor, and so her procedure went well yesterday. And so there's things happening, and just of course at work, always busy. There's a lot going on, and then of course I have things planned out in my personal life. So there's a lot going on, but I'm gonna try to share as much as I can with you guys.
Miss Viviana, okay, so I guess we're starting prep now, which makes sense. I mean, your calories are in a great spot, body composition is a great spot, and we're into July now, so knowing how typically we have to fight to get that last bit of body fat off you, getting a head start is a great idea. So I'm going to give you the starting prep macros for the Texas State in November and Battle of Texas in December. Hopefully I can make it to one of those. So no other questions at this point. Here's the change. Let me know if you have any questions.
It is my first day on prep, so I'm super excited. excited. It is 5 a.m. at the moment. I'm training. I'm going to see if I can do both my cardio and training. Otherwise, I'm going to be splitting it morning and afternoon, or morning and evening. Okay, so this is first day on prep, and this is our starting point right here. Let's see how it goes. I'm so excited. With my first day on prep with my training. I did not get to do my cardio, so I'm gonna have to come back this evening to do my cardio. But I didn't do my cardio this morning, so I had to come this evening to get it done. Good morning. It is 4th of July. I'm training upper body today. We are taking a break from working on that project that we've been planning. Okay, first challenge of my prep is 4th of July. Earlier today, burgers, and then during the fireworks, pizza. Pizza, wings, all kinds of food. I'm over here eating my food. Let me see here. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Viviana and I am having some updates. As you probably saw, I am officially on prep. My check-in was on Tuesday, and so Wednesday I started my new macros, my new cardio, and we are starting prep. So first things first, I want you all to know that I've been mentioning the previous few weeks about a project that I'm working on. So one of the projects was to get a newsletter. So I am now able to get information to anybody and everybody that wants about nutrition, recipes, training, everything. And all you have to do is subscribe for free, and I'm gonna put the link. You subscribe to the newsletter and you'll be getting an email from me with different information that you can read on your own whenever you want. And of course, any upcoming events. So that's one of the things that I've been working on. It's just time consuming. And so I was able to get that done, and now I'm able to share with you and all this information without you having to reach out for questions. I'm just gonna share just different myths, and fitness events going on, nutrition and recipes and things like that, right? So that's one of the updates. I'm still working on another project, and that will be coming up soon too. So I'm super excited, and I will share with you all too. So first things first, my update for this week. So before I checked in, I started my video and sharing with you my day, right? Monday this week. So on the past, I don't know, I'm gonna say a year ago, I had shared with you that I was having some problems with my blood circulation, or at least that's what my primary physician thought. My feet were turning purple at times. I was having, my hands would hurt, my feet would hurt, burning sensation, things like that. So when I went through tests and, all these lab work and things, they sent me to a vein specialist. They did this sonogram, and, they ended up saying that I had some insufficient blood flow. And so mainly on my left foot. And so that I would be okay, that it wasn't something that I was doing wrong, possibly just genetics. And then just to wear compression socks. So I started wearing compression socks. And if you've been, following me for some time, you know that I even took compression socks to the gym, to work, which I'm not a fan of. But yes, so that was happening. Things got better, or at least that's what I thought. Then just recently those symptoms came back, but now it was different because it was not just, the previous symptoms, but then I was getting some pain on my calves, my forearms. And so again, went to check with my doctor, and they ran some tests again. But this time, it turns out that there is a gene, right? A positive gene on both of my parents that showed up on my labs, and they diagnosed me with an autoimmune disease, rheumatoid arthritis. And so now I'm having to work through, this new diagnosis that I got. So when it comes to my daily living, my training, everything that I do, my first question was, now what? So we're gonna try supplements first. My doctor says that due to my healthy lifestyle and training, I probably didn't see all these things, or I didn't get affected as much with pain and things like that usually happens due to me being so healthy. And so that's great news. Okay, now that I turned off the music, I can go on. I was saying that because I've been, training and eating well, I don't have this. I didn't have these symptoms earlier or as bad due to my lifestyle. So I will continue to do everything the same until, if the doctor says otherwise. But this is just something that I just learned and that I was just diagnosed with. I have a follow-up, obviously, with a specialist, a rheumatoid arthritis specialist. And then we'll see what the recommendations of this doctor is. So that's one thing. The next thing is, that was Monday. I wasn't feeling so well on Monday, and then I got the results. Then on Tuesday, I did my check-in. So I'm checking in on Tuesdays, and wanted to see, well, my previous check-in, my coach was like, I think, you seem to be ready. And so we'll see how this week goes, and then we'll go from there. So I checked in this week, and we feel that it's time for me to start my prep. And it is very different. I am going to say that I'm a person that I'm very honest with myself. And so all the data that I have from my previous preps, this is the highest calories I've been on during my improvement season. And it is the leanest I've looked in my improvement season. And so my start from previous preps and my start from this year are very different. And I think that it's going to be, I guess, easier maybe for me. Not that it's not going to have challenges. All preps are the same. I mean, they're not the same, and they all have challenges, right? And of course, you're eating less, doing more cardio, doing, it's going to happen. But when you start prep with a higher body fat versus the way I am right now, that it seems to be that I'm leaner with more calories, it should be a little smoother for me, since I'm not gonna have to prep as long because my body fat is not as high, and my calories won't get as low because my starting point is higher on my food intake. So I am very excited to see the results from this prep and compare from other preps where I'm starting and how it turns out. The plan is to start with the show in November, and it's the Texas State. I love that show last year. It was the first time I did it last year, and that's the show that I wouldn't have done. It was when my mother had the emergency that I had to go to, and so I had canceled everything, and then she did better, and I came back, talked to the promoter and makeup and tan, and they were able to put me back in the show. And it was just a difficult time, but also at the end of that prep was great. I ended up doing really well. The experience was so much fun. So I'm excited to get to do this show again and enjoy the whole process, and hopefully, everything turns out okay. And then the next show would be in December. But again, those are just plans that we have right now. It all depends on how it goes, and there might be changes. We might not be able to do the November, maybe not the December. We'll see. It all depends on how my body responds, and of course my health with this new diagnosis, and see how things are gonna go, right? And then so as you guys know, I'm also a rep for Angels Competition Bikini, and I'm gonna be at the Republic of Texas handing out gifts, and I'm gonna be then the following week in Laredo for the Mr. and Miss Laredo bodybuilding show. And so if you're there, come say hello. If you're competing, come get your free little gift. We're planning on having 2 other Angel Bikini Competition Bikini reps as well. They're going to be there with me. So we'll be at here in Austin for Republic of Texas next week. I hope to see everybody there. And last but not least, please remember to subscribe to the newsletter, where I'm going to be sharing all the free information of nutrition and training. So I hope to see you next week, and please go on the link and subscribe to the newsletter, because that's where I will also be announcing that project that I've been talking about. Thank you all so much for watching. I will give you an update on my prep and everything going on.